Switch hitting second baseman, and we are underway with a strike at the knees. Ted Barrett is the man calling balls and strikes tonight. 63 degrees, the same temperature it was last night. And here's a line drive base hit into center field. So Lopez right on that one. The second pitch of the ball game. He's aboard. And Stephen Drew, the shortstop, will be the hitter. Be interesting to see how Arizona reacts to what had to be a mighty tough loss for them last night. Looked like they had one in the bag and let it get away.
Well, they definitely let it get away from there, 3-0, and the Mariners come back and score 4 runs, take the game from them late.
That's A.J. Hinch, the new skipper. Took over on the 7th of May, and the pitch is a little bit high to Stephen Drew. Too high again. 2-0. Been cloudy most of the day here, and as we mentioned, only 63 degrees at game time. A day game tomorrow, and then Monday is an off day for the Mariners. This is the 8th game of 15 in a row against the National League. And it's off the third base side and out of play, so the count goes to 2-1. Of course, Arizona is missing a big pitcher, Brandon Webb, for crying out loud. His former Cy Young Award winner, he's gone, and you can't expect to do real well without him.
No, if he's the horse of your staff, saves a lot of innings for the bullpen.
And a high pop-up playable, I believe. Yes, it is. Beltre makes the easy catch. Again, the news on Endy Chavez is not good. He tore up his knee, and I mean, he tore it up. ACL, meniscus, everything. It's going to be at least 2 weeks before he's even going to be operated on. They have to completely rebuild that knee. They're talking about he will definitely miss the rest of the year. They're talking about a recovery time of 9 to 12 months. And Mike Blowers, you know exactly what he's going to go through. You had the same operation.
Yeah, it was terrible news when I heard that that's what he was going to have to go through. I had that exact same surgery. The surgery itself is tough enough. The rehab is brutal. He has a lot of work ahead of him. Hopefully things will go well with the surgery so he can start his rehab right away and get back out and playing. But you know, for a guy that lives and breathes because of his speed, a big part of his game, it's a tough surgery. So you know, all we can do is wish him the best on it. But it's tough. When you go through and you get your ACL done, along with the meniscus damage that he has, that's asking a lot. And you know, for me, I was never one that was fast anyways, Dave. I just had to be able to get back on my feet. For Endy, it's a little bit different story.
1 ball, 1 strike to count, and throw over to first base, and Felipe Lopez, a man who's stolen 4, is driven back to the bag standing up. It looked innocent enough. It wasn't a head-on-head collision, I mean face-to-face or anything like that. It was like a football injury. It's like being clipped in football. And that fastball's away.
Yeah, I think the thing about it, when I watched the replay of it, the only thing that you can hope for is that he was able to get his spikes out of the ground in time before that collision happened. And he wasn't able to do that, and that's the reason why he was basically catapulted in the air the way that he was. And
James in the count 2-2.
You hope for the best and expect the worst out of that. When I saw him laying on the ground moving around, and he's run into walls and done some different things this year where he's popped right back up, and that didn't look good to me, and obviously the news isn't.
Good change that time from Vargas, and Vargas lives with that changeup. If he's got a good one tonight, he'll be very effective. And that's down low, so the count full, 3-2. Justin Upton with Mark Reynolds, who's gone from one corner to the other tonight. He started third base last night. He'll be at first base tonight. He's on deck. There goes a runner, and a base hit into right field. So Felipe Lopez will make the turn, and he'll make it into third base easily. As the runner taking off, Lopez, And just like that, the D-backs with a big threat here in the first.
You can see why they like Upton so much, hitting .313 coming into the game, and just watching him last night and then again this ground ball tonight. Ball really jumps off his bat. Even if it's a ground ball, it has some bite to it.
Justin is 21. His brother is 4 years older, the outfielder of Tampa Bay. BJ is 24. Here's a guy you can strike out. He strikes out a lot, but he also has some long ball pop. Mark Reynolds has hit 18 home runs.
And as you mentioned, he also leads the league with 95 strikeouts. So if you make some good pitches, you have a good chance of getting him out. If you make a mistake in the middle of the plate, he can hurt you.
Barely outside. Ted Barrett says it is outside.
And Jason's going to have to stay right there and hope that he's able to get Ted Barrett to start calling that pitch strikes. That's where he needs to live, down and away.
He's up and away with that. So the hitter's pitch right here coming up. 2-0. And that's low ball 3.
I didn't want to give in to Reynolds and give him a fastball on a 2-0 count, threw a changeup and missed with it.
Eduardo Parra on deck. And they green light him and he pops it up. Behind the plate, off with the mask. Rob Johnson leading with it and makes the catch, falls down, throw through to second base, and it goes into center field, and Felipe Lopez will come in and score. So taking off from first base, Justin Upton, and I think the Mariners took the bait more than anything else. Should have held on to that baseball.
Well, the young man Upton, 21 years old, makes the right decision. This is a major league pop-up right here. This one's way up in the air, and Rob does a nice job of staying with it. But then he sees Upton take off. I'm not sure he had much of a play on him anyway, so it looked like he would have beat it. Ball gets past Betancourt, and they get a run.
And they're going to make the appeal to see if he didn't leave. Upton didn't leave first base too early. He did not. Parra taking his strike. 1. And that's a little bit low and inside. Ball on the strike. The Mariners picking up a game on Texas last night. Not on the Angels, so they're 4.5 back of Texas. What a gutty performance last night by Jared Washburn. Up throwing 106 pitches. Gave up only 4 hits. And that's a strike. 2-2.
It was a terrific outing for Jared last night. He gets a little bit lost when you think about the way the last inning went for the Mariners and all the great things that you saw with the home run from Branyan and of course juniors, and then Johnson with the big hit and Artemis striking out the side. But Jared looked like he was going to be out of the game early, throwing a lot of pitches, and ended up hanging in there.
Got him. So that will be that here in the first inning. But the D-backs score an unearned run here in the first on a couple of hits and an error and a man left. 1-0 Arizona. The M's coming up.
All-star pitchers struggled so far, but he has pitched well on the road. See, just 12 walks and 33 innings pitched. And the defense tonight: Burns, Parra, and Upton in the outfield. Across the infield will be Roberts, Drew, Lopez, and Reynolds.
Ichiro backs away from a sinker down low.
Montero will do the catching tonight.
Ichiro pulls it foul down the right field line. Ichiro rapidly approaching still another milestone for him. 5 hits away from 1900 in his major league career. Of course, well over 3,000 in his professional career. And a little looper into left field, but right at the left fielder Eric Burns. Russell Branyan, who had the home run last night to get things started for the Mariners in the bottom half of the 8th inning, is 16th of the year. And an amazing thing about Russell Branyan is not only his power, how well he has played, how well he has hit left-handed pitchers, but he is the only man standing in Major League Baseball with qualifying numbers that has not hit into a double play this year. Grounded into a double play.
Right. Pretty amazing, but one of the things that we know about Russell, he hits a lot of fly balls.
A ball, 1 strike. Buckner throws that knuckle curve a la Mike Mussina.
I'll tell you what, Dave, we had the roof closed last night. The ball that Russell Branyan flew out to center field on, if that one's not going to hit the roof, I don't think it's possible to hit the roof.
I don't think it is. Tries to hold up and he can't do it. 1-2. Buckner's backdoor slider right over the outside corner for a strike. Great pitch that time from Billy Buckner.
Well, his breaking ball is his out pitch. Take a look at this last one. Good curveball right on the outside corner. Russell probably thought that was going to be a little bit high. You can see a pretty good 12-6 action on its curveball.
Adrian takes down low. 2-0 with a 0.68 ERA on the road. The 6 home games, 0-3 with an 11.90 ERA. Well, that's 2 different pitchers if there ever was one. One and 2 the count. In the dirt with that breaking ball, but fouled and dropped, or I guess he wasn't. He was out. Just swung on and missed. So that will be that here in the first, and an easy first inning for Billy Buckner. We go to the second, 1-0.
Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
And welcome back to Safeco Field, moving into the second inning of play. And as we do so, hi, what a sweetheart. How are you tonight? This is Montero, Miguel Montero, taking a strike on the outside corner. Had a home run last night out there in right center field. Hitting .244. Breaking ball. The ball on 2 strikes. Eric Burns to follow. And then Chris Snyder back in the lineup tonight. Vargas, of course, missed all of last year with that hip surgery. Broke his bat. Wants to put some pine tar on it. And that's fair ball. Easy play for Russell Brandon. With 1 down, Eric Burns will be the hitter. Mariners have won 5 of their last 6 series. So they've been playing much better, much more consistent baseball, despite the fact that they still haven't scored that many runs. They are last in the majors with an average of 3.73 runs a ball game. That just tells you what kind of pitching they've been getting. That's an easy pop up to right field, and Ichiro will make the catch. The Weaver brothers are going after each other at Angel Stadium tonight, and the Dodgers and the Angels are tied at 2-2 as we look at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Washington Lottery's Match 4. Of course, Jeff pitched for the Mariners last year. Chris Snyder takes down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. First time they have ever faced off brother to brother in a game. Two on Snyder. Snyder coming off a tight lower back. Two and one. Inside, Texas has jumped on the Giants. Lead they have. No, it's 1-0 San Francisco in the 5th inning.
What do you think? You think Texas pitching will hold up through the heat?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
Blowing down. So 1-2-3 to story now for the D-backs here in the 2nd inning with their 2nd strikeout for Jason Vargas. Coming back, it's going to be Sweeney, Gutierrez, and Vladimir Valentine. 1-0 Arizona.
Yeah. Good to see him at the ballpark with Dad.
As we go to the bottom half of the second, Mike Sweeney will be the hitter. Sweeney also was the DH in last night's ball game, and he belts this one down the left field line, but foul quite a ways. Way foul. 1-1 the count. Buckner down low with that pitch, so the count at a ball and a strike. Two and one, of course, Billy with one of the more famous names in baseball history, Billy Buckner. Not that Billy Buckner with the Boston Red Sox. 2-2. And the slider, and the appeal is denied. So Mike holds up, and the count is full.
He's talking to Tom Candiotti, who does the TV for the Diamondbacks, longtime Major League pitcher. And he said that he'll throw a lot of curveballs. It's his best pitch. The Mariners getting through the lineup the first time will make some adjustments, hopefully.
That fastball is hit to deep center field, but not deep enough. As Parra is there to make the catch. So one down. A look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. After the game tomorrow, Monday is off, and then the Padres are in for 3. And the Mariners are off to Los Angeles, New York, and Boston. What a road trip coming up. Franklin Gutierrez taking a strike.
Be interesting being in Boston for the 4th of July.
Oh yeah, I've been there on the 4th of July before. Yeah, many years ago. Matter of fact, at the Bicentennial in 1976, I happened to be there. And a line shot, one hopper. Mark Reynolds throws him out. At that particular time, Arthur Fiedler was still alive, conducting the Boston Pops Orchestra. Outdoors there on the 4th of July. It was quite a sight. Of course, we have an afternoon game there on the 4th, too, so you can enjoy that. Vladimir Valentine, he's going to get some playing time now. If he's ever going to get a chance to play, it will be now, with Endy Chavez gone for the rest of the year.
He went through a period where he was swinging the bat pretty well, and then he's been struggling a little bit lately. His playing time diminished. At one point, he was hitting 4th in the lineup. But now that Chavez is back out and will be gone for the year, he's going to get plenty of opportunity. Show Don Wakamatsu, Jack Zaremzak what he's capable of doing.
Broke his bat that time. 1-2. I mean, the Mariners are right now. It's a ways till the trading deadline, but they don't know which way to go. I mean, as far as being buyers or sellers are concerned, because they're very much right now in the American League West race.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, coming into tonight, they win this ball game tonight, they'll be at 500 on the year. And, you know, you like to see that. I think that a big part of that, Dave, is being able to survive the next road trip. I think that's going to be a tough trip on the schedule. The guys are banged up a little bit. If they can come out of that in decent shape, then I think it makes it really tough on Jack to see what he wants to do. But I think that's going to be a road trip for the guys that may determine which direction they're going to end up going.
Or the hole and through on the left side. So a nice beginning for Vladimir Valentine, as he is kind of right now the regular left fielder. A 2-out single. First hit in the ball game. And Chris Woodward, the hitter. We're talking about drafts, and I think they only have 50 rounds in the draft these days. But Chris Woodward, back in '94, was a 54th round draft choice of the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't think they go that deep anymore.
I don't think they do either.
Down low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. And Woodward, of course, filling in at second base for Jose Lopez. Had himself a fine night last night. Couple of base hits. Also a stolen base. Change that time. He's played with Toronto. He's played with the Mets and the Braves. First trip back to the major leagues in a couple of years. Mariners also have a new man in uniform, Josh Wilson, who was claimed on waivers from the San Diego Padres. And he also started out the year with the Diamondbacks. Josh Wilson did. And a line drive base hit to right center field. And a hold at second base by Vladimir Valentine. And Chris Woodward already with his 3rd hit since joining the ball club.
Nice piece of hitting, too. He hits this ball right back up the middle. We saw him do that last night for his first base hit. Solid line drive, a little inside out swing.
Bob Johnson had the big triple to drive in what proved to be a winning run in last night's ball game.
It's good to see him make it to third with the foot injury that he had and dealing with that. Of course, missing time because of his bereavement leave, but you see him get into third base, and he was running okay.
Well, he was running about 80 feet into third base, and Rusty plowed up with his chest. That's a nice belly flop into third base last night. And a line drive, one hopper, shortstop way, throw to first base. Good play that time by Stephen Drew as he takes away a base hit from Rob Johnson, and the Mariners end up leaving 2 out there. No runs, a couple of hits, and 2 left. So as we go into the 3rd inning of play on a lovely night here in Seattle, Northwest League gets underway tonight. I believe efforts in Vancouver. How many of the 7 Northwest original charter cities will field teams this year? In 2009, there are the original 7 right there. The original 7. And a foul back and out of play. Have another look. You know the answer?
Let's start eliminating some of them. I know that Yakima, Spokane, and the Tri-Cities have teams.
Okay. Inside. And Ryan Roberts has the count go to 1 ball and 1 strike. I believe Salem has a ball club too. A high fly ball this time out there. It's easily within the range of Mr. Gutierrez. So 2 down.
I don't think Wenatchee does.
No, but I believe Eugene does. I believe Eugene does.
So I would say Lewiston and Wenatchee do not, to answer the question.
And a change is outside to Felipe Lopez. Lopez singled up the middle. Went to third as he was running when Justin Upton singled, and then came into score on the throwing error by Rob Johnson. Strike to him. 2-1. One run, 2 hits for the Diamondbacks. No runs, 2 hits for the Mariners. Change too high. Very nice crowd tonight. Well over 30,000. And a fastball that time.
Jason Vargas left some pitches up back in the first inning. It looks like as he's settling in, the pitches are starting to get down in the zone.
Uni. An easy play. So that's 7 in a row retired by Jason Vargas, and Stephen Drew will be the hitter. Fouled out right in front of the Arizona dugout to Adrian Beltre. First inning. Little high. Little outside. Ken Griffey Jr. T-shirt night here tonight. A lot of people put them on, wearing them. And a fly ball right down the right field line near the foul pole, and it is foul ball. Did not have home run depth. There's one of those T-shirts that young lady carrying. And there's one that's being worn. That a boy. Wear it with pride. There are a couple more.
Why not after the big home run that he had last night?
Too high, ball 3. 3-1. If you're wondering, that was the 6th pinch hit home run for Junior of his 618 home runs. And that's popped foul, maybe playable again. Beltre over there, not quite, as he goes down the stairs. Running into one of our microphones down there. And a line drive right to second baseman Chris Woodward. So that's 8 in a row retired by Jason Vargas. We go to the bottom half of the third. It's still 1-0 Arizona. Hello there, young. As you can see, we have a very, very nice crowd here tonight for the middle game of this 3-game series between the Mariners and the Diamondbacks of the National League West. And Yuniesky Betancourt taking a Billy Butler pitch right over the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count on Betancourt. Betancourt, of course, getting tangled up with Andy Chavez on that pop-up last night, and he didn't get hurt. He was lucky he didn't get hurt. 2-1. All part of the business, I suppose, but he's got to feel pretty tough about that.
Well, you always do, but in his defense, there's nothing that he could have done about it. You're trying to make a play, and sometimes you're right, Dave, things just happen.
And down low, nice base on balls for Yuniesky Betancourt. Let's give the answer to our Aflac trivia question. And the question we will get. There it is. How many of the 7 Northwest original charter cities field teams this year? There are the 5 teams that do field teams this year. We got them all. Here's Ichiro. And a drive into right center field for a base hit. Making the turn, headed for third. Betancourt, the ball gets by Parra. Around third, here comes Betancourt. The throw goes to shortstop. There'll be no relay. We are tied at 1-1. So Ichiro doubles, and as the ball is bobbled out there by Parra, that allows Betancourt to score all the way from first base. No RBI for Ichiro. Error on the center fielder. And they're going to score a single, not a double. And Ichiro goes to second on the error also. So here's Branyan now. Way inside. Buckner's given up 8 home runs.
It was a good read by Betancourt. Took off right away. That's the reason why he had a chance to score on the play. Good to see Bruce Hines back out at third base. He was ill yesterday.
Yeah, he was. Said he had a 102-degree temperature last night. Way out in front of that pitch. 81-mile-an-hour changeup. There's Bruce. Good to see him back. Good baseball man.
The Diamondbacks will have their infield swung around again. The shift on for Branyan. It's like Roberts, the third baseman, is playing pretty much straight up. You can see the shortstop over on the right side of second base.
Two and one. And a breaking ball, a one-hopper off the glove of Mark Reynolds. He underhands to the pitcher covering. Nice play by Billy Buckner to scoot on over there. Ichiro moves on down to third base.
Branyan hits this ball right on the button. Nice play by Reynolds, who was at third yesterday. Hits right off the heel of his glove, but he stays with the play. The good news for the Mariners is with nobody out, Branyan's able to move Ichiro up to third.
And they will give up a run if Beltre can keep the ball away from third base. Infield playing back, and the strike is taken at the knees. And ball, one strike. When you were A.J. Hinch's teammate at Upton, I'm assuming he was kind of a cerebral type coming from Stanford.
Yes, he was.
Did you see him being a manager one of these days?
No question about it.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I should say this. I felt like he was probably going to work in the front office somewhere. He seemed to be interested in that kind of thing, and that's where he started and worked his way through it. Being a manager, yeah, sure.
And a swing and a miss. So, big strikeout for him. That's his third. Mike Sweeney will be the hitter. Tomorrow, the Mariners and the Diamondbacks, of course, celebrating Northwest Youth Baseball Day. All kids 14 and under taking home a cool cap showcasing Mariners ace Felix Hernandez, courtesy of Fidelity Investments. So get your tickets at mariners.com. Well, outside, Mike Sweeney.
750.
Right there.
He has a good curveball. You saw that last pitch to Mike Sweeney. Buckled him a little bit, left that pitch up, but he has some pretty good bite to it.
Sweeney, a line drive, but right to the third baseman, Mark Reynolds. So an unearned run for the Mariners. Both clubs have swapped unearned runs. And after three, we are tied at 1-1.
Rapid rewind. Back here at Safeco Field, 1-1 ball game. Here's a line drive center field, and it's tracked down by Gutierrez off the bat of Justin Upton. That was a line drive, one out here in the fourth inning. Dave Sims joining in with Mike Flowers. A couple of funky plays here.
Yeah, early in the game. Yeah. I think with Vargas, struggled a little bit in the first inning with his command, had the ball up, but he should have probably gotten out of that inning unearned run. And then this last inning, a nice solid base hit. Good aggressive base running by Betancourt to force the issue, and the center fielder looked like he tried to rush a little bit, didn't make the play, probably peeked to see where Ichiro was at, trying to keep him from second. Betancourt comes all the way around and scores.
It's a good call about peeking, and then the ball hit off his heel, swing and a miss. Mark Grellins 0-2.
Well, running the bases hard and having some speed, the outfielders know that. You can really apply some pressure.
Strike three call. Reynolds is gone. 2 outs. So for Vargas, strikeout number 3.
Take a look at the last pitch. Down in the zone again. If he starts getting that strike, he's going to do pretty well. He looked like he was trying to get that pitch early and just couldn't, and now he's starting to get the calls from it. If you're consistently in the strike zone on the corners, you can expand it a little bit.
Retired his last 10. Bunt attempt here by Parra. Upton got a base hit. 1 out in the first. Since then, that's been it. Bouncing ball goes foul. Good crowd here on Saturday night. Glad you could join us after. How about the fireworks last night? The 8th inning, one of the best turnarounds you could ever see in a baseball game. And particularly here in Seattle with Junior coming off the bench, be the igniter. That was impressive. First pitch, gone. Good stuff.
That's what makes this game great.
Yes, sir.
You know, 7 innings, the guys really struggled swinging the bats and end up stealing a win.
Ground ball to Woodward. Vargas has another clean inning. That's 11 in a row retired on a 1-1 ball game. And coming up for the Mariners on the bottom of this inning is going to be Gutierrez, Valentine, and Woodward.
Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
1-1 ball game, bottom of the fourth. Mariners trying to get to the 500 mark for the 6th time this season. Boys out there enjoying the eats. Having a whole bunch of fun. Franklin Gutierrez will lead it off. It's strike one. Franklin grounded out the third, his first time. Franklin 1 for 4 last night. This kid's knuckle version of it, knuckle curve, Billy Buckner, has been impressive today.
Well, compared to Mike Mussina's, which is high praise, but so far tonight it's been a pretty good one. Be curious to see what the Mariners lineup does with him as they move further into the game. It looks like he wants to get the guys out with his curveball, show his fastball a little bit more.
Gutierrez is down. That is strikeout number 4.
Take another look at it. Late break right in the middle of the plate. But the hardest part with the knuckle curve is when it's more of a 12-6 like that one is. Just a big bender down. It's hard to square that ball up as opposed to the sweeping curveball. Stays in the hitting area. It's easy to get on that plane and hit it. But
yeah, when it's coming down.
Yeah, it's tougher to square up.
Here's Valentine. How about the opportunity that this kid has now with Andy Chavez, done for the year with the knee injury from last night?
Well, it's a terrible thing for Andy. Nobody wants to see that. But as you mentioned, it's an opportunity for Valentine now, and it's up to him to run with it and get a chance to play. And Chavez is going to be out for the year. You better take a hold of it and do what you can.
He's lucky that there aren't anybody. There aren't any outfielders. There's a drive to left field. Long run for Burns. He's at the track. He's taking a look. He's going to jump. He's not going to get it. Into the bullpen. A home run for Valentine, his second of the year. And the Mariners take a 2-1 lead. That's how you take advantage of opportunity. Valentine with a big home run.
Well, you never know. He gets a ground ball base hit his first time up. Probably lets him relax a little bit because he checks in with a hit. And then he gets a pitch up in the zone. It's a towering fly ball out to left center field. Everybody that watches him take batting practice knows he has some power. Puts that fly ball into the bullpen.
Woody gets sawed off on his hands. Look at the English on this ball. No play. And Woodward's aboard with a base hit. Boy, did that thing squiggle around. Can you make the cue balls move like them on your table? That was amazing.
Well, here's a look at the home run from Valentine. Again, a towering fly ball. Burns goes up, really doesn't have much of a chance to catch that one. And then the base hit by Woodward. Take a look at it. You can see it spinning like a top out there. A lot of times if you get jammed badly, you can see it. Wow, that was really spinning. Gets on the pine tar of the bat. Seems to be like chalking up a cue.
Yes, sir. Changed about 3 times.
Looked like it.
Like a trick shot. Good to see Valentine get on the home run column again. As we've been noting, it has been a long time between drinks of water for him. April 25th at the Angels. Run in, runner on, 1 out. Mariners with the lead, 2-1. Going to get to 500 again. They've been 1-1, 2-2, 15-15, 16-16, and 30-30.
We saw Woodward last night steal a base in the 8th inning, right before Rob Johnson hit the triple to score him. But you know, you're in a tie ball game. He just got called up, and he stole that base easily. A money bag, as they call it, when you're in a tie game late. So he can run a little bit. That was good to see. He had a really good jump.
With 2 outs too last night. 1-0 pitch. It's to Drew, to Lopez, to Reynolds, double play. Inning over, but the Mariners take the lead on the Valentine home run. It's first since April 25th. It's 2-1 Mariners. future. How about Erasmo Ramirez, 19-year-old pitching in the Venezuelan Summer League. These numbers are off the chart. 6 starts, 4-1 record, 37 innings, 1 earned run, and 39 Ks against 1 walk.
4-1 record, giving up just 1 earned run over that course of time.
Jeez.
Wasn't happy with the hitters that day.
Listed at 19 years old. So Jason Vargas and the Mariners, a 2-1 lead. Vargas has retired the last 11 men that he's faced. He hasn't given up a base hit since Upton. 1-out single in the first. It'll be Montero, Burns, and Snyder here in the 5th. Vargas, when he got those first 3 starts, had a record of 0-0. 3 no decisions. He had a great looking ERA of 1.57. Pop up. Betancourt is right there, 1 out. And then his last 4 starts, he's got a record of 1-2 with a no decision, an ERA of 5.72.
ERA inflated because of the 1 outing in Colorado.
Yep, and it's been known to happen.
Right.
Rockies entered today, having won 3 games, in 3rd place, and chomping at the heels of the Giants in the NL West. There's a called strike to Eric Burns, who flied out to right. Vargas' last time out against Colorado, 4 2/3, 12 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He's got command, and he's working quickly here today. Up by much. The Mariners will close out this series tomorrow. Day off Monday. This would happen to Vargas' last time out. Swing and a miss on that changeup. And down goes Burns. That's the 4th strikeout. That is now 13 in a row retired by Vargas.
A lot of times you don't know what you're going to have when you come out of the bullpen. And today Vargas has struggled with his breaking ball, but he has a real good feel for his changeup, starting to locate his fastball. Those 2 pitches, his fastball and his changeup, what he's going to right now. A couple of the breaking balls he's thrown, he hasn't had a real good feel for and left them up.
There's Chris Snyder DHing tonight. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Count evens at 1-1. Diamondbacks 15 behind the Dodgers in the NL West. That one bounces up there. We'll get a continuing taste of NL West action when the Padres come in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So look at AJ Hinch. 17-23 is his record since taking over on May 7th for Bob Melvin. 2-1. Vargas has not walked anybody. It's been just 1 walk in the ballgame. Back with a strike. Full count with 2 outs in the 5th. Only walk in the game. Betancourt leadoff walk in the 3rd. He came around and scored. There's Vargas' numbers for this evening. 3-2 pitch. Skied to left field. Coming in Gutierrez. He's taking charge now. Valentine now back to Gutierrez. That'll do it. A 1-2-3. That's 14 in a row. Retired by Jason Vargas. He's got a 2-1 lead.
Their entertainment and dining destination.
Back here at Safeco Field, 2-1 ball game. Mariners leading the Diamondbacks. It's the middle game of a 3-game set. And she's getting some abuse for wearing her Diamondback gears here to the ballpark tonight. Junieski Betancourt to lead it off. Betancourt, Ichiro, and Branyan here in the home fifth. Uni walked for the 9th time this season. And that started off the 3rd inning. That resulted in a run. Scored on an error. And the center fielder, Gerardo Power, bobbled the ball out there and allowed him to get through. Backhanded nicely by Drew. Throw across. Nicely done. It's a heck of a play. Drew's made 2 good ones tonight. Tuesday, following the Mariners-Padres game, the first 10,000 fans on exit take home a baseball featuring Edgar Martinez's signature printed on the sweet spot. It's sponsored now by ING Direct. Exit through any of the 4 major gates to pick up this unique collectible. For tickets, visit mariners.com. Top of the order, Ichiro, 1 for 2. This base hit. And a subsequent error by the center fielder that allowed Betancourt to score. Pop up. Drew's got it covered. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the 5th. Other action in the American League West. That's the battle of the Weaver brothers, and Jeff has the upper hand on Jared. Bottom 7, 6-2. Rangers and Giants 1-1. Rangers start the day a half-game lead over the Angels, and the Padres and Athletics tied at 2-2 in the 5th. Both Weavers are currently out of the game. And we believe clearly Jeff, we understand that both are pitchers of record as we speak. Swing and a miss. Branyan 0 for 2 tonight.
He's 0 for 2, but his last time up, he about took Mark Reynolds, the first baseman, into right field. He hit it so hard.
Right? I mean, that was self-defense at its best.
And that's basically what it was. He did a nice job of knocking it down and getting him out at first base, but he hit it right on the button.
Towards the gap in right center field. That'll get down. Base hit for Russell Branyan. Big Russ, 1 for 3. Ball club is 9-5 since he moved into the 2-hole in the batting order.
And this one jams him, so I guess payback for Russell Branyan after hitting it hard last time up and getting nothing out of it. He gets jammed and ends up with a base hit this time.
Started that 8th inning comeback last night, homering to right field on a 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left here in a hurry. Here's Beltre. Adrian has not looked good, striking out twice on 1-2 pitches, and he got him on soft stuff. Billy Buckner's done a nice job mixing up his pitches here. Beltre now hit 2-0.
Heard a lot about his curveball, but so far tonight I mean, his curveball's been great, but he's shown a pretty good changeup too. He's throwing some changeup to some left-handed hitters.
2-0. For strike.
Yep, there's one right there. Changeup.
Mariners took the lead in the 4th. A home run by Vladimir Valentine, his 2nd of the year, first since April 25th. That was at Anaheim. 2-1. On the line of foul. But this young man Buckner on the road, 2-0, an 0.68 ERA, and home can't find it. He's 0-3, 11.90.
I don't know what the explanation is for that. Typically pitchers like pitching in their home ballpark.
Beltre goes down swinging for the 3rd consecutive time on a breaking ball. This time, this one in the dirt. For Billy Buckner's 5th strikeout, they strand a runner. Mariners still have a lead at 2-1. And by Les Schwab, celebrating over 50 years of pride in performance. Fine performance tonight by Jason Vargas of the Mariners. He's retired the last 14 men that he's faced. He's got a 2-1 lead here at Safeco. Good crowd on hand here on a Saturday night to see the Diamondbacks and the Mariners do battle. It'll be Ryan Roberts, the third baseman, to lead it off. And back to the top of the order, Felipe Lopez and Stephen Drew. Vargas has struck out 4, has not walked anybody. The tattoos coming into rage as you were winding down?
I don't remember them like they are today.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Guys have them up on the neck, ears. Tyson has the one on his face.
You telling me you're thinking about doing something?
Not even close, my man. Not even close. Here's a throw taken in by Brandy. My dad, God rest his soul, is away for it. He's been gone for, I don't know, 6-7 years. I can hear him now. Don't even think about it. Caught enough grief for growing the Sly and the Family Stone, tried to get the monster fro. I took enough abuse on that one.
How long did you have it?
I don't know. I was playing a lot of ball too, so that had, that would keep it down. But you try to let it go, and like.
Who was it? Didn't Oscar Gamble, I believe?
The best. Is that the best?
His helmet would just sit so far up on his head, it didn't do anything. It wasn't protecting him at all.
Junior and I were talking about Oscar Gamble, man of my stature, man of my ability. I'm in scoring position when I get to the dish. It was a beauty. Oscar Gamble get hit too.
Oh yeah.
Some in Philly, some in New York. Some the Cubs. Swing and a miss by Lopez.
Another really good changeup by Vargas. See the location of that pitch, down right at the bottom of the knees on the corner.
Vargas got another 3-2 count. He went 3-2 on Lopez in the third, got him to ground out. Went 3-2 on Drew in the third, and he lined out the Woodward. 3-2 to Snyder in the fifth, and he flied out the center. Down the line, that was a nice foul. Yeah, Oscar Gamble's, when he did that, you get some of his baseball cards, a hat. It almost looks like one of those little ice cream deals, He's sitting on the biggest afro you've ever seen in your life.
The little helmets they give away with the ice cream.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Line drive. Ichiro's right there. That is 16 in a row retired by Vargas. Create your own Mariners collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store and Mariners.com. 3 easy steps you can make your very own Mariners memory. Visit Mariners.com today. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Jason Vargas on one heck of a roll. 16 in a row retired. In a row. Nicely done. 1-0 to Stephen Drew. Young fans starting them out early. Gotta love it. If somebody's recording this at home, to show it to him down the road. Swing and a miss by Drew.
That was a healthy baby.
You want to follow him to the eat rack? 2-1. Oh, he is throwing strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stephen Drew. There's the Vargas effort by innings, coming up on pitch number 87. That's some good work. Good bounce back from that game Sunday in Colorado. 2-2 to center field. Gutierrez has it under control. Vargas getting it done. That's 17 in a row that he's retired. He's through 6. Vargas and the Mariners lead at 2-1. In a row. Major League Baseball, People Magazine, they're recognizing Northwesterners Larry Davis, Leo McCarthy, and Sarah Slack. Outstanding individuals who've made a difference in our community. Vote to send one of these community all-stars to represent the Mariners during a pregame ceremony at the 09 All-Star Game in St. Louis. Vote now at mariners.com/people. And we're pleased to have with us Sarah Slack. And Sarah does tremendous work for the Tears Foundation. Help grieving families deal with the death of a child, and we salute you for your work, Sarah. Congratulations. And you can find out more about, here's Sarah, more about Sarah and the Tears Foundation at www.peopleallstars.com. And here's the other nominees from the Pacific Northwest: Leo McCarthy from Butte, Montana, Larry Davis from Seattle, and Sarah Slack. Here's Sweeney launching one, but foul. So, Sarah, congratulations again. Well done. You're very welcome.
Thanks for everything.
Good luck to you, too. Hope you end up in St. Louis. Be a good trip. All right. Counts 1-1 to Mike Sweeney here in the 6th inning, leading off. Goes the other way. Got fooled, and he got a base hit out of it. Nice job by Mike Sweeney to go 1 for 3 tonight. Nobody out in the base runner here in the 6th. Franklin Gutierrez is going to be the hitter. He's 0 for 2.
Nice piece of hitting by Mike here. As you mentioned, he was out in front of that pitch a little bit. Finally stayed with a breaking ball and was able to hit it to the right side.
If the Mariners can get Buckner out of here, he's lost his last 2 starts. With 5 innings at Houston, lost 8-3, went 5 2/3 against the Giants. Lost 9-4. Those were a couple of games at home. Ball and strike to Gutierrez. Franklin last night 1 for 4. Struck out his first 2 times up. Singled in the 6th, flied out in the 8th. Tonight, ground out and a strikeout. Mariners this month, 9-7 is the record after an 11-18 month of May. Great start in April, 13-9. That pitch again. full Gutierrez. He strikes out for the second time tonight at strikeout number 6. And Lindsay standing by. Mike, who's the winner for Rally Farms?
We had a pretty good sign tonight. See a lot of kids in the ballpark, so we went with that one tonight. There's a little Mariner fan.
The hat on and everything. Boy, he's a cutie.
He says he's just going to have one fry.
The little guy's name is Sean.
Like the grandma will eat the rest of them.
And Grandma made the sign. Way to go, Grandma.
Okay.
Valentine's the hitter. I'm sure Sean has enjoyed watching the Mariners get up 2-1 here. So Valentine can get something done. Check down first base umpire Adrian Johnson. Did not go, so Valentine ahead in the count 2-0. Homered on an 0-2 pitch, hit it into the Mariners bullpen. Back in the 4th inning. Checked again. This time he did go. Okay, Adrian Johnson. As he did go that time, 2-1. Billy Buckner, the D-backs pitcher, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Valentine hit a fastball out of the ballpark for a home run. I think he was ahead 2-0. Thought he was going to get another one. Pulled the string on him.
That's run 3-1. I mentioned Indy Chavez out for the season with the knee injury suffered last night. He and Yuniesky Betford collided. So opportunity here for Valentine to seize that left field job. 3-2. Quick look at the Quest high speed pitch. Buckner topping at 92. Vargas at 91. Here's a 3-2 to Valentine with Sweeney aboard. To center field. Slicing drive. Para has a beat on it. Makes a catch on the track. Sweeney tags. And he will make it. With 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. With the Mariners here in the home 6th. Thursday, the Mariners and Padres. They close out interleague play at Safeco Field with the U.S. Bank Mariners matinee. Special afternoon start time, 1:40. Get your tickets today at mariners.com. Mariners will be jumping on a plane, go to Los Angeles to start that big road trip. The Dodgers at the Yankees at the Red Sox after that game. There's Chris Woodward, 2 for 2 today. Woodward getting a chance with the big club with Jose Lopez away in bereavement leave. He's got a seriously ill sister down in Venezuela.
Well, he's off to a good start. A couple of hits last night, 2 more hits so far today. Had a stolen base in last night's game. Scored the go-ahead run.
Been a major leaguer for a while.
Yeah, he's been around. Played for a number of teams.
Yeah, Toronto, Braves, Mets. A lot of experience. Independent league ball last year for a stretch. Lehigh Valley. In the independent league, I did some games in Atlantic League. I did the Bridgeport Bluefish, Bridgeport, Connecticut a while ago. 3-0 to Woodward. And he's aboard. Just the second walk issued by Billy Buckner. Now the Mariners have runners at first and second for Rob Johnson. Johnson with a game-winning triple last night. Drove it down into the left field corner, bounced around, got away from Eric Burns. Woodward scored easily. Strike 1. Did it feel great for Rob last night? coming off the recent passing of his mother-in-law. Had him come up big with a hit last night. Some family members here saw him after the game at the clubhouse. His phone was blowing up. A lot of his fans, but his friends back in Montana calling to offer their congratulations. Here's the 1-1. Speed pitch. 1-2. Mariner runs coming into third. Betancourt scoring on an error by the center fielder Parra, and then a home run in the fourth by Valentine. Runners at first and second here. Two balls, two strikes. Update your AL West scores. Dodgers continue to lead the Angels. Rangers and Giants 1-1. Padres lead 3-2. Those Angels are on a roll. They've won 7 in a row. Hottest team in baseball right now entering tonight's action. Angels a half game behind Texas. Montero's going to throw down to first base. Reynolds, and Rob Johnson has officially done. So are the Mariners. 6 innings in the books. It's 2-1 Seattle. Find Money Tree. And Money Tree, providing immediate cash for your business, is our business. Apply for business loan at moneytree.com. By Whitmer, Ordinary Brothers Extraordinary Beer. And by Lithia, a better card buying experience starts at lithia.com. 2-1 Mariner lead. Jason Vargas has retired 17 consecutive hitters, and these guys got some cold ones and enjoying the evening here Saturday night. Some baseball in Safeco Field here in Seattle. Here's Mike Flowers and the FSN crew. There's a long drive, high, deep to left field. Valentine's going to watch this one leave the yard. No doubt about her by Justin Upton ties the score at 2. Boy, did he get that one. His 13th home run and 41st RBI. He jumped all over the first pitch of the inning.
And Jason Vargas trying to work ahead of the hitters. He's done a nice job of that. Throws a first pitch fastball right in the middle of the plate. Gives up a solo home run.
New ball game at 2-2. Way outside to Mark Reynolds. For Vargas, that's his 7th home run given up. Swing and a miss. Put a string on it. He certainly turned it around from the last time he took the mound.
I think that's a good point too, because he was on such a good roll. Then he finally had an outing where he really struggled, and Don Wakamatsu, I'm sure, wanted to see how he'd bounce back from that. And I think tonight he's pitched terrific. He's really been good. That's another good sign.
Turns Reynolds around 2-2. Every time you retire 17 in a row, you're getting it done.
That's right.
That got his attention. Well, it's nice to know Vargas has that in his bag, right? Keep him loose.
Well, we've seen him do that a few times. He'll pitch inside.
Oh, Nubber in front. Vargas. That's a good throw. One out. And down here in the 7th, Mariners are going to meet the Orioles on Monday, July 6th. It's also Salute to Japanese Baseball Night, presented by MasterCard. Mariners will honor the contributions of many Japanese players have made to the game of baseball. Plus, first 15,000 fans pick up a limited edition Mariners baseball cap. Purchase your tickets at mariners.com. Eduardo Jara, center fielder for these Diamondbacks. 0 for 2. Sean White starting to limber up. Mariners outfit's going to have to battle back, get some more runs for Jason Vargas. Vargas has given up 2 runs on 3 hits. Struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody, and retired 17 in a row. Stretching from 1 out in the 1st inning till that home run. Bouncing ball Woodward rolls out. All right, 2 down. Wrap this series up tomorrow. 1:10 start time. Felix Hernandez, Doug Davis. Felix on a roll now, one of the best ERAs in the business. Felix, his ERA 6th in the American League. Skied to short center field. Betancourt ranging back. Now Gutierrez taking over. Holy mackerel. I had one of those collisions last night. Luckily, Gutierrez was gearing down big time. And make the catch. Nobody got hurt. 2-2 ball game. Department of Labor and Industries and the Association of Washington Business, reminding you that if you work safe, you're home safe. I guess a lot of you Mariner fans like us holding your breath in that last pop-up. 2-2 ball game. Uni and Gutierrez came together, but the collision was minor compared to what we saw last night when Andy Chavez had his knee blown up, and he's done for the year. And that's a big loss for the Mariners. Boy, you lose his leadership, you lose his speed, you lose the fact that you can pinch run him late in the game. He's going to cover the ground in left field. Here's Betancourt leading off.
I think on that last play to end the last inning, it looked to me like Gutierrez started in and maybe lost the ball for a second because he stopped, and typically he won't do that. He'll come all the way and take charge. And then by the time he picked it up, Betancourt already made up the ground going backwards to make the play.
Called strike to Uni, 1-1. Uni's 9th walk of the season. Led off the third. He scored on an Ichiro base hit and the error by the center fielder. That was Mariners' first run. Uni walked 17 times in 08, and as a professional has never walked more than 20 times in a season. He's twice walked 17 times up here at the big club. Bouncing ball. A hole, Drew, no play. Betancourt's aboard. Drew did a nice job to even glove that one. Base hit Betancourt. He's 1 for 2, a walk and a run scored.
Betancourt has pretty good speed. It's a nice play by Drew. He's going to try a jump throw, and then when he drops it, I don't think he would have been able to get enough on the throw to get Betancourt. I think he would have beat it out either way, so he'll get a base hit.
There's a chance now for Ichiro to make something happen as we get back to the top of the order. Ichiro 1 for 3. Mariners 2 runs on 8 hits and an error. Diamondbacks 2 runs, 3 hits and 1 error. Diamondbacks have left 1 on. And the Mariners have left 6 runners on base. Clay Zavada with 35, and number 58 is Juan Gutierrez.
Third baseman Roberts up, expecting the bunt here.
Wow, a bald eagle flying over the stadium. Now that's impressive. Yes, sir. Nice. On patrol. It was the 852 low. Back up the middle. Off the glove to get a break. Betancourt's going to round second, get the third easily. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. A base hit Ichiro.
Well, you're right. This is a big time break for the Mariners. Hits a ball, goes off the glove of the pitcher. Buckner ends up in right field. Looked like it was going to be a double play ball the whole way.
A.J. Hinch going to come out. Former catcher, he's making a move. Wants his left-hander. We've seen enough from Billy Buckner. Buckner's got the first 2 runners on. Russell Brannion's going to be the hitter. They're going to bring in Clay Zavada, lefty against lefty, when we come back.
West. The tracer system uses 3 cameras to track every pitch. With this tracking information, we can show you where the ball crosses the front plane of the plate. Our system is accurate to within 1 inch. We then take this data and convert it to our EQC tracer graphic.
Well, the Mariners brewing something here in the home 7th, a 2-2 ball game. First 2 men have reached. Betancourt, infield single, ditto Ichiro. And it sets up nicely here for Russell Branyan. And Father's Day, these guys getting a jump on it. Good stuff. Happy Father's Day to all the fellas out there for tomorrow. Russell Branyan, a .297 hitter against left-handed pitching. He's got 4 home runs and 11 runs batted in against left-handed pitching. And coming out of the West, he looks like recently from the OK Corral.
Raleigh Fingers.
Put us back in a time warp. Yeah, 74 A's or 1889 in Tombstone. First pitch is a strike to Branyan. Branyan struck out looking. Rounded out to the first baseman and single to right. There's Zavada. He's one of the top pitchers in independent league baseball, signed by affiliated clubs, says Baseball America. Changeup's one of his big pitches.
Well, last night the Diamondbacks brought in Scott Schillenweiss, the left-hander, and Branyan hit a breaking ball off of him into the seats for a home run. The Diamondbacks also have the shift on. See all the guys over on the right side. That's the shortstop just right of second base.
1-1 to Branyan. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Russell Branyan. There's a changeup. 3-1. Cedeno's on deck.
Not sure what happened to Beltre.
Beltre struck out 3 times swinging. See if Big Russ turns it loose. 3-1. Chase back. Beltre's not hurt, because the Mariners can't go long without him in the lineup. 3-1. And there for strike. Full count. The chance here for Branyan to inflict some big damage in the 7th inning. 2-2 ball game. Runners at the corners. Here we go. 3-2. Stat there, Russell Branyan. 3-2 from Zavada. Just got a piece of it.
It'll be interesting to see if Branyan hits a ground ball to Lopez, the second baseman, how they're going to be able to turn the double play. Lopez is playing about halfway. Unless Branyan hits it on the button, he's going to have a hard time getting Betancourt at the plate if he chooses to go that way.
Hit him! Oh, brother, bases loaded. Jeez. Got him on that right wrist.
Well, you have to hope he's okay. It's always scary anytime you get hit around your hands. Looks like you hit him on the back of the wrist. Take another look at it. Boy, oh boy.
You can hear that. I hear the reaction. Fans and guys in the dugout. Now Ronnie Cedeno. There's Mike Carp. He is up here. Came up when we were in San Diego. If Branyan can't go, they can put him in. So Ronnie Cedeno pinch hitting for Beltre. Wakamatsu, Bob Nodine, assistant trainer. They're okay with Brandon. He's going to stay in, and Cedeno is going to pinch hit for Beltre. We look forward to finding out about this move. Cedeno 1 for 11 this year. Bases, they were with runners in scoring position. And he's 0 for 1 with the bases loaded this season. Mel Stottlemyre Jr., pitching coach for the D-backs.
He has to be aware of the changeup you mentioned with Zavada, that his changeup is a good pitch. Right-handers have struggled early off of him, and I guarantee you a big reason why is the changeup.
Here's Cedeno. He's pinch hitting for Adrian Beltre.
Diamondbacks will bring their infield up. Opens up a lot of holes for Cedeno if he gets the ball hard on the ground somewhere. Really cuts down the range. They're trying to keep the run from scoring, obviously.
Push bunt. Play at the plate. They got him. 1 out.
I think push bunt is exactly right. I don't think that was a squeeze play at all. It looked like Betancourt didn't break on the play, and maybe Cedeno did that on his own. If he's going to do it, he needed to bunt it a little bit harder and keep it away from the pitcher. But I don't think that was a squeeze. Take a look at it.
So that'll do it. They get the out, and you wonder about Beltre, what the story is there. Base is still loaded, 1 out. They're just trying to take the lead here. It's a 2-2 ball game.
Welcoming country's redneck woman, Gretchen Wilson, July 31st. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com.
So the Mariners had bases loaded, nobody out. Push bunt by Ronnie Cedeno fails as Betancourt is eliminated at the plate. So bases are still loaded as Cedeno reaches on the fielder's choice. And now they bring in Juan Gutierrez. 1-2, a 5.13 ERA. There are his numbers. And he's going to face Mike Sweeney with the bases loaded.
And now that there is an out, the Diamondbacks will push their infield back and play for the double play.
Are you as surprised as I was with that push bunt?
You know, it's one of those things. If he did it on his own, yes, very surprised. I would think that he did, just because of the late break that Betancourt ended up getting at third. So I don't think it was a squeeze play at all.
That was your telling item right there that Uni, didn't break. If it was a suicide, he's breaking on the motion.
Absolutely, and he's not going to miss a sign because Bruce Hines will go up and tell him. He'll tell him that the play is on. So I don't know what Cedeno was thinking on that one, but
fastball misses, 1-1.
But the play still could have worked if he'd have pushed it past the pitcher, and that was the problem. It looked like it was a first pitch changeup. And then a bunting back to the pitcher. It turned out to be an easy play at home.
Ichiro at third, Brandon at second, Cedeno at first for Sweeney. 1-1 with 1 out. Drive to left. Burns going back. He makes the catch. Ichiro's going to score easily. So Sweeney comes through with the sac fly. Mariners regain the lead at 3-2. Oh, he stung that.
Yeah, he hit the ball right on the button. Take a look at it. Hit the line drive. He's hit the ball hard tonight. Lined out to third earlier in the game. This one he hits hard out to left field. Burns, ball slicing away from him. Makes the dive after the catch.
Sweeney gets the job done. 2 outs. Brandon stays at second. Cedeno at first. There's Franklin Gutierrez. And against Juan Gutierrez. Juan's out of Puerto La Cruz, Venezuela. Lives in Barcelona, Venezuela. Franklin tonight 0 for 3. Struck out his last 2 times up. Franklin's from Caracas, Venezuela. Back up the middle, finds a hole. Brandon to third. They're waving him around. Here's a throw to the plate. Not in time. He did tag the plate too. He just got a piece of the plate. That was not pretty. Run scores. Mariners lead 4-2. RBI for Gutierrez is 23rd.
A little bit strange. Brandon, in my opinion, one of the better base runners for the Mariners. You see the ground ball up the middle. No chance for the shortstop, Drew, to knock it down. And then the throw, and it looks like Russell gets crossed up a little bit. Maybe he was going to try to run over the catcher. In the last minute, he stepped back inside once he saw the catcher have to move. Barely gets his heel on the plate. Nice adjustment.
Could have been some collision, too. 2 outs, 2 in, 2 on. First and second for the Mariners. Here's Valentine. He homered. His second at bat. That was in the 4th inning.
Take another look. You see the catcher Montero move to the inside, and Russell has to adjust and barely gets his heel on the plate.
Oh, hey. That margin of error was not real big, was it?
No, it wasn't. The good news was Ted Barrett, the home plate umpire, made the save call right away. Because I'm not sure Russell was sure that he was able to hit it either. So he let him know.
That's a bad feeling.
That's bad
right?
feeling.
You know you might have been tippy-toeing in there. You might not have got it. It can get a little scary. 29,525 on hand.
And you could tell that he was going to take the outside part of the plate, which is what you would normally do, and then throw last minute. Montero had to come inside, so he had to adjust.
Boy, he had to come. Look at it. It's almost he came to a slide. He's lucky he didn't do his ankles.
Or a knee. Yeah, that's. Again, he just had to adjust the last minute. Montero didn't move until the ball was close to him. And it was right into where Russell was running.
Seventh hitter this inning for the Mariners. Breaking ball for strike, 2-2. Jason Vargas. 2-run lead. Sean White warming up in the bullpen. Mariners 10 hits tonight. Runners go. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball, and Valentine and the Mariners are going. They do get a couple of runs. A sac fly by Sweeney, an RBI single by Gutierrez. A 4-2 Mariner lead. Sean White coming on. Crew on hand here at Safeco Field. 4-2 Mariners. As the Mariners get a couple of runs in the 7th inning, and Jason Vargas, Mike, good evening for him.
I thought he was outstanding again tonight. Did a nice job. Gave up the one solo home run, one unearned run along with that. But after he settled down after the first inning, was really on top of his game. Showed some good changeup. Was able to pitch inside. Another nice outing. Nice bounce back for him.
There's the line on Vargas. 7 innings, a 3-hit, 2-run ball, 1 earned, no walks. Gotta like that. 4 strikeouts and 98 pitches. A couple of defensive changes here for the Mariners. Chris Woodward, who started the game at second base, moves from second to third to take the place of Beltre, and Cedeno, who took Beltre's place in the batting order, he'll play at second base. New pitcher Sean White, and White's going to face the bottom third of the Arizona batting order. Eric Burns, Chris Snyder, and Ryan Roberts. Sean White, part of the best bullpen in the American League. Look at that, 26 games, 1-0 record, 1.89 ERA, and opponent's hitting $1.95. Take a look at our Nissan shift to the bullpen. It's Sean White. It's super solid here. 2009. Mariners trying to get the 500 for the 6th time this year. Swing and a miss, and down goes Burns. So 1 down here in the 8th inning. One of the big plays from last night, our Coors Light freeze cam, running down the first baseline. Mike, this is a big play right here.
Well, it is a big play, and Jared wasn't happy with the fact you see him end up hitting Drew in the back. I think that the rule is you don't actually have to stay in between those two lines, especially as you get close to first base. You have to be able to step back inside because obviously first is in fair territory. The thing that I saw on that play is it looked to me like he was running inside for a long time, maybe 6-7 steps, and Jared was blocked out from throwing the ball, and I still felt like he was too far away from the base at that point to give Jared a chance to throw him out, and home plate umpire disagreed with the call and ended up calling him safe. Jared wasn't happy about it. I don't blame him.
Andy Fletcher was the home plate umpire last night. Andy's at third tonight. Ground ball, third base, Woodward. 2 down. And Don Wakamatsu did a great job getting Washburn away from Andy last night. So Wash was ready to plead his case for a long time there and could have got overheated. Third baseman for Arizona, batting out of the 9 hole, is Ryan Roberts. 0 for 2. Vargas 0 for 2 with a walk and run scored last night. Bouncing ball to Betancourt. Fine inning by Sean White. Doesn't mess around. Retires him in order. To the bottom of the 8th inning we go. The Mariners have a 4-2 lead. Mariners All Access tomorrow on FSN. The dads of the ball club are going to speak on the joys of fatherhood. Plus, we'll also get some outfield tricks of the trade from Franklin Gutierrez. Mariners All Access tomorrow at 4:30 on FSN and FSN HD. 7, 8, 9 here for the Mariners in the 8th inning against Blaine Boyer. Ledger of Mr. Boyer, his 21st game. ERA at 6.10.
10 walks in the 20 innings that he's pitched.
He has not exactly been sharp. Chris Woodward to lead it off. He's got 2 hits tonight and a walk. 2 for 2. David Ardsman picked up the save last night. He's 13 out of 14. He's been really, really good. 2-1. Count to Chris Woodward. If Woodward can get another uprising going here. Good check. 2-2. A few more runs certainly wouldn't hurt. Two to Woodward. Blaine Boyer, he's the 4th pitcher tonight. Billy Buckner, Clay Zavada, Juan Gutierrez, and now Boyer. 3-2. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. John Wakamatsu's crew in good shape right now. They're going to have to go the rest of the season without Endy Chavez. That is a big loss. A knee injury suffered last night, a collision. Muniewski Betancourt. Woodward has Lee Tinsley ducking, and the fans hope nobody got hurt down there. Diamondback fan seems to be happy.
Looking at Don Wakamatsu in the dugout, it's kind of funny. You think he'd like to score another run right here. I don't know if David Arzma would know what to do with a 3-run save. Seems like every time he comes in, he's trying to protect a 1-run lead.
Fouls went off his foot. Watts always talking about belief system, and they've certainly instilled one here to the guys down in the bullpen. And John Wetland, bullpen coach, the esprit de corps down there is remarkable. It's fun to watch them, go out in formation. They do the same routine every day. Carry the helmets out there. The spirit of the 300. Bouncing ball cut off by the third baseman Roberts. High throw. Tag no. Pull him off the bag. Woodward's aboard. So on E5, Roberts picks up his 3rd error of the year.
Obviously, we're going to guess, but I assume he's saying he tagged him when he was on the base. And that's exactly what it looked like. It looked like Woodward's foot was on the base when he was able to tag him on the arm. Take another look at it.
Reynolds reaching back.
Really close. Maybe the Mariners catch a break. Take advantage of it.
A.J. Hinch just came out and registered his opinion on that play. So Woodward's on, starting the 8th. They'll bring up Rob Johnson. Johnson 0 for 3. Got robbed. A nice play by Drew in the hole. Bunt situation. He's a good bunter too. Swinging away, fouls it off. Hit into a double play and struck out. Rob's 0 for 3.
Well, if he's not going to bunt him over, I'd like to see Woodward try to steal second base.
Good lead for Woodward. Way outside. 1-1. Warriors ready. Here's the 1-1. Off the end of the bat. Don't forget, we'll wrap up this series tomorrow. Felix Hernandez against Doug Davis. His pitching matchup being brought to you by Comcast. Diamondbacks at 29-39, last place in the NL West. Gets by the catcher, Montero. So now Woodward's to second. Wild pitch.
A little bit tougher with 2 strikes on Rob Johnson, but he still should try to hit the ball over to the right side and move Woodward up now. They get a gift with the wild pitch, see if they can take advantage of it.
When he's down at second. Nobody out. 2-2 to Johnson with Betancourt in the hole. Dodgers beat the Angels 6-4. And the Rangers and Giants locked up 1-1 in the 11th. So that loss by the Angels ends in 7-game win streak. Here's the 2-2 to Johnson. Misses away. There's your standings. Mariners with the win can go to 500. Pick up a full game on the Angels. Texas loses, they'll pick up a game on the Rangers. 3-2. Rob Johnson has earned a walk. First and second. Nobody out here in the 8th. Let's take a look at our Firestone leaderboard. Ken Griffey Jr. hero last night. Home runs by position. 542 in center field. 45 in right. 24 is the DH. Got number 6 as a pinch hitter last night, and 1 as a left fielder.
Well, again, a bunt situation for the Mariners. Betancourt up there trying to move the runners up. Diamondbacks trying to figure out what kind of play they want to put on.
To the infield, the shortstop Drew and Roberts, first baseman Reynolds, and the pitcher Boyer. Bruce Hines is waving frantically to get Woodward's attention at second base. But nobody out first and second. Betancourt with 8 sacrifices this season. He and Gutierrez. Inside. Wow. Betancourt and Gutierrez tied atop the American League with 8 sacrifice bunts. Dribbler fouled away. 1-1. Bruce Hines.
Sometimes you get in these situations and you don't want to put the bunt on because maybe the guy at the plate isn't a good bunter, or maybe you have some guys that are slow on the bases and you're worried about them getting thrown out. But that's not the case here. You mentioned Betancourt and the bunts he's put down this year, much improved.
Yeah.
And we know that Woodward can certainly run.
Here's the 1-1. Didn't show bunt. 2-1. Put it back on here.
Well, I would, yeah. I don't know. I think maybe it's a strange situation because if he bunts him over, of course, they're going to probably put Ichiro on. We know that. We've seen it before. And I don't know if something's up with Branyan because it looks like Carps has his helmet on and a bat sitting down in the dugout.
Fly ball center field. Going back Parra. Long run. Not going to get it. One hop off the fence. Woodward with Johnson running up his back. Here they both come around. Trying to score. There's one. The second runner safe. Oh, brother. Boy, it's like they were on a tandem bicycle. 2-run score. Bing, bang, boom, like that. Betancourt delivers a 2-run double. Add-on runs for the Mariners at 6-2.
Well, this is the reason why. He gets a fastball in the middle of the plate, drives it over the head of Parra, the center fielder. Bruce Hines actually tries to stop Johnson as he comes back. You see Woodward, he wants to make sure he gets to third base. If he catches it, he knows he can score. And Johnson runs right up his back. You can see Hines trying to stop Johnson right there, but a great slide right over the bat and still is able to touch home plate. What a great slide by Johnson.
It's lays one down. A beauty. Never get him. No chance. First and third. Nobody out.
Wow, things have changed in a hurry.
Boy, you
just like last night, the Mariners scored 4 runs in the 8th inning last night. Already 2 on the board and in great shape here in the 8th inning with nobody out. Take another look at it as Johnson comes over the top of the bat and then reaches with his hand to touch the plate and avoid the tag. Nice play.
What an inning. Everybody has reached the first 4 men.
And Brandy looks like he's fine. He came out to hit.
That's good to see.
That is good news.
Really good news. They got runners at the corners, nobody out. They got the team home run leader. Number 2 RBI guy, and Russell Branyan here. Bouncing ball. There's 1. There's 2. One scores. So they get the extra run in. The double play is turned by the Arizona Diamondbacks. No RBI for Brennan, but the run does score. So 2 down. Betancourt scores. The Mariners have a 7-2 lead. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Up the middle, bouncing ball, Cedeno. He's thrown out by Felipe Lopez, and that will do it for the Mariners in the bottom of the 8th. But they tack on 3 big runs to take a 7-2 lead. (7-2). Mariners on top, 3 outs away from getting to 500 for the 6th time this year. The Mariners and Rangers, they open a 4-game AL West showdown for Thursday, July 9th. Please donate your old cell phone and accessories to Verizon Wireless Hope Line. Support victims of domestic violence. Collection boxes are going to be stationed at all gates as well as guest service locations around the ballpark during that July 9th game with the Rangers. Mariners, in addition to getting to the 500 mark with a victory, can pick up a game on the Angels and quite possibly the Texas Rangers. Angels have lost 6-4 to the Dodgers. So Lopez leading it off here in the 9th for Arizona against Sean White. White pitched a 1-2-3 8th inning. Not a wacky inning or what?
It definitely was. There was a lot of things going on in that inning. Starts off with an error. The Mariners take advantage of it.
3 runs on 2 hits and an error. White in relief. Jason Vargas, who pitched 7 innings. At one point, Vargas retired 17 consecutive hitters.
I like the fact, too, that Don Wakamatsu rolls the dice. It works out perfectly because this club has led the league in sacrifice bunts all year long.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm thinking
it's been automatic. In that situation, it's been automatic, and he decides to let him swing, and it turns out great for the Mariners. Perfect.
Not a good start here with White walking Lopez. Betancourt looked like if there was ever a bunt situation, nobody out first and second, and he hits it over the head of the center fielder.
It's terrific. You know, it's one of those things. I don't know what he saw or what was going on. We'll have to talk to him or listen to his press conference after the game, but it ended up being a great move by Don Wakamatsu. It turned out terrific for the Mariners.
12 hits tonight for the Mariners, just 3 for Arizona. 2 of them in the first inning and 1 on a home run by Upton in the 7th. That's it. Strike 1 to Stephen Drew. 3 tonight. Woodward, nice pick. There's off the glove of Cedeno. Like they had a nifty double play brewing because Woodward got rid of that so quickly. Good throw, too.
It was a terrific play by Woodward. Take a look at this. Is a tough play against the left-hander. That ball skids away from him, but he gets down there and makes a terrific play. Cedeno trying to be a little too quick. When you have a lead by 5, you have to get an out. It looked like he was trying to get the exchange taken care of before he actually caught it and went off the thumb of his glove. What a nice play by Chris Woodward, though. Wow.
Well, Woodward gets an assist. E4. And now the Diamondbacks bring up Upton, who homered his last time up in the 7th. To Upton. Upton last time up jumped on the first pitch from Vargas. Into the deep left field.
And with that error, David Ardsman will get up and start throwing in the pen again. It looked like maybe he was going to get the night off, but right now he's up throwing.
Line drive right field. That'll get a run. 7-3. Upton with a second RBI tonight. Gives him 42 on the season. David Ardsman start to crank it up again. Lopez scores easily, and now Wack is going to go to his ace closer, who's 13 out of 14, a 7-3 Mariner lead. Storm's 10th anniversary season rolls on tomorrow night from the Valley of the Sun. Storm facing a tough test against the Phoenix Mercury, holders of the best record in the Western Conference and currently undefeated at home. Live coverage begins at 5 p.m. on FSN and FSN HD. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and FSN crew, they bring in the DA here to close it down. It has not been a good start to this inning. A walk issued by Sean White and a short double play ball that Ronnie Cedeno did not catch, and then an RBI single by Upton. Now the Diamondbacks have 2 men on and nobody out here. And they bring up Mark Reynolds, and Mark Reynolds is a quality power hitter. 18 home runs, 47 runs batted in. He's our home run and RBI leader. Reynolds tonight not getting the ball out of the infield. That's the second time he's been buzzed big time tonight.
Just trying to open up the outer part of the plate. Move him back a little bit.
Vargas did one. Tried to shave the left side of his face. Art's trying to get the other side. Swing. Tip in there. glove of Rob Johnson. The Rangers have just lost in the 11th inning. Giants beat them 2-1. Angels lose 6-4. The Mariners can pick up a game on those two characters. Up high. 2-1. Both teams have made 2 errors tonight. Archman saved last night's game. 13 out of 14 now. Look at the base runners. Drew and Upton. Popped up. That'll get out of play. Mariners had what appeared to be a surefire double play off the bat of Stephen Drew. Chris Woodward made a fine pick, got rid of it quickly. It went off the glove of that man right there, Ronnie Sedino. It sets up first and second here for Arizona with nobody out and a run in. Swing and a miss. Down goes Reynolds. First out of the inning. Second time Reynolds has K'd tonight.
Nothing but fastballs again from Arzma. He ended up striking out the side in last night's game to get the save, and this one he throws it right by Reynolds.
So Reynolds struck out 97 times. That's tops in the majors. There's power. Long foul ball. Barrett tonight 0 for 3. Strikeout, twice grounded out to second base. There's more late inning lightning. 2 runs in the 7th, 3 in the 8th to open up the lead. To left field, Valentine takes a look. That's out of play. Now you have David Archman. 1-2. $29,525 on hand here this evening. David Ardsma last year with Boston 4-2 in 47 games. ERA of 5.55. 07 with the White Sox 2-1 in 25 games. Cubbies in 06, 3-0 in 45 games. Big ERAs in all 3 of those years in the big leagues. Giants back in 04. 1-0 with a 6.75. This year's turned it around mighty big way. And tonight an ERA of 1.67. Defensive swing keeps the at bat alive for Parra.
He's doing the same thing that he did last night, throwing a lot of fastballs on the outside corner. See the grouping of fastballs up out over the plate.
Ardsma struck him out looking last night. Tried again, 1-2. Got him! 2 outs. That ball diving out of the zone.
That looked like a split. 88 miles an hour. Steady diet of fastballs away and sets it up nicely for this split finger fastball. You see the bottom fall out of it. Parra swings right over the top of it.
Miguel Montero, the catcher. First pitch. Ball one. Montero tonight 0 for 3. There's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Crowd on its feet, waving the Ken Griffey Jr. t-shirts. Here's the 1-1 to Montero. Fly ball left field. Valentine has a beat on it. He's got a chance. Jumping in the crowd. He made the catch. That is your ball game. Mariners win it 7-3. And for the 6th time this season, the Mariners go to 500. They're at 34-34. They win this one tonight 7-3. 2 big runs in the 7th, 3 runs in the 8th.